Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Becca with House of Lenormand, and today is Tuesday, October 29th, 2019. And I had posted on YouTube to see what you guys wanted me to read on, and I got quite a few questions. So I thought I'd hop on here today and do a few of those with you guys. I'm filming on my iPad in my bedroom because I didn't feel like taking out the table and all that other stuff. So this question here was for Jermaine, and he asked a few questions, and he wanted to know what is going on behind the scenes that is being kept from us. So I drew a double line of 7, and on this top row we're seeing the woman, the coffin, the moon, the snake, the sun, the fish, and the crossroads. And then on the second row we're seeing the birds, the tree, the key, the whip, the anchor, the stars, and the ship here. So what's closed off to us here has to do with the woman that is speaking, or a woman that is perhaps holding some sort of hearing. That's what's closed off back here. There's also some serious conversations going on in regards to someone's reputation and perhaps their health. This could be read as the health or legacy of an individual, but it's being kept from the public here. It looks like it will come to light. It will be brought into perhaps the media, something significantly important that's going on about people discussing someone's career and reputation, also quite possibly in regards to health, but that's what's being closed off right now. Central to the reading, we have the snake and the whip. Central to the reading here, we have the snake and the whip. This could be seen as something that is chronic betrayal. It could be just a big problem that just keeps repeating over and over and over again. It's a betrayal and some sort of an abuse here. This could also be in regards to sex with a woman here as well. This could also be in regards to no solution to a problem that has to do with lies, deceit, and betrayal. It looks like it eventually does come out, but there's really, really strong evidence here with these two mirroring each other in regards to something that's going on with cryptocurrency, money that's electronic, money that is on the internet, money that is in technology. So this could be possibly read as cryptocurrency and foreign money that's coming in for the elections here. The elections and then something foreign. And then there's foreign money, foreign like technology currency here. We can see here with the sun mirroring over to the ship, they may identify several excuse me, several foreign players here that are somehow involved in electronic funds here, or electronic business for the elections. This could also be in regards to a woman that made money for technology that has to do with elections. So this could also be something about Ivanka Trump. This here, if this could also be in regards to siblings right here. Siblings in the, excuse me. Sorry about that. This could also be in regards to siblings in the family. So there's a pair of women here. This is showing that there's 2 women involved, a pair of women. And here's another one here. So I'm not sure if one of them is something that's going on with one of the siblings in the administration, perhaps Ivanka Trump, and then the other one is the speaker, which would be perhaps Nancy Pelosi, because one of them is quite important. as a speaker. And then the other one looks like she has a legacy in the family as a sibling. That person has been very successful in business here for the elections, and perhaps secured something on technology from overseas. So this could be in regards to the voting booths or the voting machines. And there's also cryptocurrency here as well. There seems to be, there's something here about securing the elections with the anchor knighting over to the crossroads. That's if this is in regards to the election, there's something here about securing it on the internet. There may be some sort of vulnerability, perhaps here with the stars, for people from overseas to come in. Different channels here. This could also be talking about different channels for foreign money to come in that have been set up, perhaps through siblings in the family, and one of them being perhaps the daughter, even though I'm not seeing the child, but we're getting the snake right in the middle of it, and she is the Queen of Clubs. So for characters, we have a pair of women here. She's followed by the bird, so that's a pair. So there's one woman, another woman. There's another woman here as well. So there's two women. There is quite possibly a man here with the fish, who has money, but he may be younger with the fish knighting over here to the whip. So I'm not sure if that's Kushner. So two women and quite possibly a younger man. But if we read the playing card inserts on these could quite possibly be a pair, two people that are together, married, because with the birds here, that's signaling a pair. So this could be a pair. We could be looking at two women, and perhaps husband and wife here. It looks like one of them, like I said, was doing stuff perhaps for securing something that has to do with electricity and technology for money for foreign for the elections. So that could be in regards to the voting machines. This right here, if this is presenting as a person, it could also be in regards to this person securing something overseas for the election, but it has to do more with, it looks like for him, it's like electronic money, or money that the currency is through the internet, or it's electronic. There's also some money here that's being made perhaps in regards to source energy. So I'm not sure if this is in regards to oil, if this is in regards to perhaps electricity, not internet, but like electricity, because this would be electricity, this is internet, but it's source energy. So it looks like they've gotten a couple of channels open overseas for business opportunities, as well as opening up channels for the elections from overseas. What's closed off to us, it will come out, because the coffin is followed by the moon. It's going to run into a lot of trouble for when they expose this because of the snake. And like I said, it might put these people right smack dab in the center of it. And then it shows all the money and all the different channels for money that opens up here. So perhaps that gets exposed as well. There's money laundering here with the fish knighting over to the whip. That's abusing money. These two could be laundering money. Perhaps other people as well, laundering money, and something perhaps laundering through electronic money here. So like, I don't know if that would be cryptocurrency, but it's money that's on the internet. It's money that's technology, money and technology there. Let me see. Whatever comes out, it's gonna be these two. There's like significant evidence of what these two have been doing. If this is a pair of people, with the snake being the queen of clubs and the whip being the jack of clubs, if this is presenting as two people, there's going to be significant evidence. It could also be that the lies and the abuse, the betrayal and the abuse, there's going to be a strong case against that. Either way, as this line moves ahead, it ends in two action cards, with the crossroads talking about making a choice and going one way or the other. And then it also ends with the ship, which is another action card, which is talking about going far away. So at the end of this, we may see a departure. I don't know if it's these two people, or if this is in regards to what, after all the evidence is presented here, all the evidence that's going to like sink him. This is a problem that takes a very long time to resolve, and it's also a problem that repeats over and over again. If he tries to stay and fight, he gets sunk. With the Anchor, that's a card that has a lot of depth. So they may be exposing the depth of all the problems and all the big issues that are going on right now. And that's what sinks him and causes a departure. Okay. He wanted to know, let me see here. Yeah, I think that's everything I can get for you, Jermaine, is like what they don't want us to know. Well, the evidence of just rampant with the whip here, it's something that repeats over and over and over and over and over and over again. It doesn't resolve. It's on loop. So the evidence that they have here is rampant criminality and a betrayal, and a lot of funky stuff going on around perhaps electronic money, money that's pouring in for the elections from overseas, perhaps some sort of, I'm not seeing the ring and I'm not seeing the letter, so I can't talk about the license or the contract. But if this is in regards to technology that is used for voting, the money that was made for that. But at the end of it, there's a departure. So a departure, or it comes out. So what they're keeping will come to light. And we're ending here with the crossroads and the ship. The crossroads, the number 2 is going to be significant. And also here with the birds on this corner, which is a pair. This is December. Okay. And then the crossroads is like 2 months or so, or the number 2 is significant. And then we have the ship, which is also 3 months. So from October today till December is 3 months. So look for all of this stuff to just get blown up by December. Let me see. I'm going to go look at some more of my comments, and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone. So this question here was a question that Roberta wanted to know. And she asked about Melania's mindset after it registered to her, how much her husband is despised by the totality of Americans. So I do believe that I read on that the other day on my live. It said that she was just shamed. But let's go ahead and take a look at it again. So we have the heart, the ring, the heart, the writer, clouds, and coffin. And then on this bottom row, we're seeing the bear, the book, the bear, the garden, the lilies, and the mice. So she's feeling, this is how she feels about him, and their marriage. She's feeling quite troubled by it, perhaps very, very, very depressed, extremely gloomy. maybe under a lot of stress and perhaps some sort of illness going on back here. This could be like some sort of a nervous breakdown because the mice here. And then down here we're seeing that there's been a secret that this person has, that when they went to the park, it was in his face. Right and central to the reading, we have the writer and the garden. This is visiting a park or visiting a very large area where a lot of people congregate. So this was them visiting the World Series, the baseball park, quite literally a park. And they were met with a lot of negativity, She was quite aware of it. And he eventually became aware of it as well. We can see here that there's secrets in the marriage. Perhaps there's some sort of a secret affair or secret agreement with these two, perhaps for her to keep a lid on it and keep her mouth shut. Here is the feelings for her husband or the person in a position of authority. Perhaps it's just her being a loving mother as well. That may be her only interest. This is them visiting the park, and then all the bad stuff that happened when they went there. The booze, the lock them up. Here's this card here. It's in regards to this pairing right here is in regards to perhaps an area where you go to relax and have a good time, maybe like a spa. So this could be the baseball game. This could also be an organization of veterans, because the lily is something that takes a long time. It's someone that has experience, peace, but it's also the card for veterans. So I'm sure that they saw on they got the message from the organization of veterans. They were right behind home plate holding up the banners to impeach him. And I think they put up a banner over by right field. I think that's what the news was reporting. So this is an organization for perhaps veterans. So that was there as well. This could also be, in addition, in regards to perhaps Mar-a-Lago, an area or a place where you go to visit, to relax and have a spa day. Well, they're losing somehow. I don't know if this would be some sort, we don't see the tree here, but this could be some sort of health violation to that resort. The possibility of that resort losing little by little. It's like it's slowly leaking. It could also be with the garden knighting over to the coffin, that could be shutting down an organization, perhaps the shutdown of resorts here, resorts that are under a lot of duress and a lot of trouble that may be facing a shutdown or being shut down. I'm not seeing any money cards here other than the bear, which would be financing. So perhaps losing money slowly over time, losing financing over time. But the question was to ask how she felt now that she recognizes that the whole country hates them. Pretty poorly. She's feeling pretty poorly. This person here, this is in regards to Trump, a person in a position of authority. They may be experiencing some serious health-related illnesses or age-related illnesses here with the lilies. Dementia, unclear thinking, perhaps due to some sort of illness that's has gone unresolved. This right here would be like dementia, Alzheimer's, clouded thinking, confusion. And here we're seeing an illness. So with the coffin mirroring over here to the book, it's kind of like this could be in regards to a secret illness or secret depression, because she's feeling quite gloomy. and also very, very anxious, not feeling very well. And here we're seeing a marriage or a partnership that is corrosive, erosive, criminal conspiracy here as well. So yeah, she's not feeling very good. And like I said earlier in the live read, we had gotten the cross. So she's feeling pretty ashamed. You know, but hey, she knows why she married him. Solid money, girlfriend. So there that is. Let me see what other questions I got, and I'll be right back. Okay, everyone. So this question was for Shannon, and she wanted to know if we'd be able to get some control over the propaganda and the lies that are being promoted. So we got the woman, which is neutral, the birds, which is also a neutral card. It's the card that talks about speaking using your voice. And then we have the lilies. The lilies is neutral, but it's also a positive card. It looks like yes, but it's going to take some time. The lilies is not something that happens overnight. This is going to take some time to rectify, because this is a card that needs a gestation period. Okay, so eventually we will see women speaking the truth, or a woman that speaks the truth, or people that speak honestly here with the lilies. So we will see perhaps more normalized, honest conversations and discourse. Let me see what else she wanted to know and how it's going to morph over the years. Well, like I said, this is going to take some time to clean up. And the way that I worded it was, will we ever be able to get a hold of the propaganda and the lies that are being promoted by the current administration? This is saying yes, but it's going to take some time to go back to using our voice and speaking and communicating here with the birds in a way that is pure and truthful and with integrity here. Okay. I got one from Lori Rogers. She wants me to read on Adam Schiff. Let's take a look at Adam Schiff. Okay, so this reading here was to see what's coming up for Adam Schiff. We have the woman, the key, the rider, the lilies. The stars, the heart, the crossroads, and the coffin. And then here we're seeing the mountain, the clover, the mice, the clouds, the lilies, the whip, and the tower. So we can see here that there's a very important woman that's moving forward. She's delivering the message about something that has expanded. It's going all sorts of directions. And then there's a vote to put an end to something, a choice that needs to be made to end something. This could also be in regards to like a bad choice or a painful choice that needs to be made. This could also be something about reaching some sort of a dead end. So this could be Nancy Pelosi just haven't been tried to be patient here with the lilies. Just, we're out of patience. You're done. This was a bad move. Here we're seeing that there's been some sort of an obstacle or a delay. And there was a significant win here. It looks like, I'm not sure what this win is in regards to, but this is like hitting the jackpot. And then there's some sort of a loss and confusion, and an ongoing legal battle here. This way. She was blocked, and here's a closed off area in the government. I don't know if this is talking about the stormtroopers, the people that came in, the team of people that came in to perhaps put an end to the hearings in a closed off area in the government, and retribution for them. Well, not retribution, but the consequences for these people, because there's punishment coming up. There's big trouble. for perhaps people, these people here that are conservative. There's some sort of legal punishment coming up here or a legal argument, but there's trouble within an institution for the stormtroopers here. We're seeing here that these stormtroopers and perhaps the rest of the conservative party with these two, they're out of luck. Because we have the clouds right underneath the stars. You do not want the clouds anywhere near the stars, or it kind of muddles over and you can't see clearly. You can't see your navigation system at night. So the GOP is perhaps about to run into some serious problems and have serious legal issues coming around in regards to the vote that's coming up. I'm not seeing any cards of removal though, but this would be like an end here to an institution or a closed off area within an institution. This area may have needed to be cleaned here with the whip right before it, because it's a closed off area and the stormtroopers came in. Nancy Pelosi may have some sort of an account. Perhaps have the identities and the names of the stormtroopers here. She had been facing a delay, but then it cleared up here. Like this is like hitting it big on the scratch off with the key and the clover right below it. That's huge luck. So whatever obstacles she was facing, she's gotten a stroke of luck. There's if this is the stormtroopers visiting or breaking into the skiff, this could also be news of criminality coming in as well. That kind of causes a lot of trouble for whatever direction the GOP is looking to go. There's going to be, it looks like with the heart and the lilies, perhaps some sort of compassion or integrity or something. They're going to need to take their time to think about how they're delivering, and the news may come sometime around the winter here, with the rider knighting over to the lilies, for the vote to be made, and there may be a lot of arguing around the vote, but it looks like he's prepared for these legal issues. But there's an ending here, either an end to an institution, an end to a corporation, an end to a tower, to a literal like tower. This could also be a closed off area within the government or an institution. And then we're also seeing the end of delays here with the mountain and the mountain and the coffin. There's an end to a delay. She may have had to visit a couple of funerals with the coffin being there. We can see that there's significant trouble here with the key knighting over to the lily, or to the what is this, clouds. There's serious trouble here. This could also be in regards to very bad weather. The stars knighting over to the whip, that could be in regards to just kind of beating up on somebody's hopes and wishes and dreams this way as well. So it doesn't look like they're very concerned about what's going to be happening in the Senate. A team of conservatives here that are quite corrupt with no direction. They're in a big ton of trouble, and they're just repeating and attacking the institutions here. It doesn't look like they're too worried about it, because here with the key and the clover, this could be not only in regards to winning the mega lotto on a scratch off. This is also something significant that's theater. It's a joke. It's The clover is opportunity, luck, risk, gamble. It's comedy. It's theater. It's movies. Okay, so this could be seen as a really bad joke that was done by the conservatives as a way to kind of cloud over the situation. But they're moving forward. And the GOP here is in a world of trouble. So all they can do is attack institutions. But there's nothing here that shows that you know, that they end something. What has me concerned though is that the coffin, or the crossroads, is followed by the coffin. Now this could be that a vote doesn't happen, and I know that they're set to vote on Thursday. This could be that a vote doesn't happen. It could be a very bad choice, a dead end, like they've reached some sort of a dead end. And they keep running around in circles. This may be stuff that's being closed off to them and blocked here by institutions. Now, I don't know if this would be the Justice Department, the State Department, but it could be several departments here with the crossroads catty cornering it, and it's above it. It could be several departments that are not cooperating and closing stuff off to them. If this is also in regards to the whistleblower, the identity is still kind of clouded over, but it's not needed at this point because they still move forward, even though they're going to reach perhaps a couple of dead ends here. But he looks like he understands that these are some legal battles that are going to take a little bit of time. And it looks like he might be prepping up for perhaps the winter when this comes to an end. So let me see what else I have, and I'll be back. Okay, everyone. So this one is for Sofia Calderon, and she wanted to know if all the campaign funds and money that Trump has been making in his properties be confiscated. I kind of reworded that question a little bit, and I just simply asked if the money that Trump has been receiving through his properties while he's been president, will it be confiscated? Well, it's funny that we got the house right in the middle of the spread, because that's in regards to family and real estate. Okay, so we can see that the real estate is going to be burdened. The properties will be burdened. The properties have been saved perhaps through charity, which would be us, the taxpayers. But it's ending on the heart here, which is positive. So that I would take that to mean a yes. I don't know when this would happen. I don't know the amount of investigation that will have to be made or have to be done in order to, audit the crap out of those properties to see who went there, who paid for it, blah, 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 blah. But since this is like some sort of a loving family, a generous family, this could be the generosity that the family has received through taxpayers. I'm not sure if this is in reference to just taking back the taxpayer money that was funneled in, because I'm not seeing anything here that says that it's foreign. But then again, this is only a 3-card spread to get a yes or a no. But it's ending on a yes. So it looks like the properties are going to be experiencing some significant burdens here. And it ends on a positive yes. So, you know what I wanted to ask? I know that he owes a crap ton of money to a bunch of cities where he's been holding rallies, and I've lost track. I think he owns one place like over $1 million. I know he bankrupted another city. This guy just goes and has rallies and never pays the bill. I want to know if those cities are going to be able to recuperate those funds. I'll be right back. Okay, so this one was to ask if they were going to be able to recuperate the funds. We have the storks, which is positive, the cross, which is negative, the fox, which is negative, and then I asked for a clarifier, and I got the coffin. Whatever change they're going to try to make is going to be very, 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 very difficult. This is something that might require some sort of in-depth investigation here with the fox coming in at the end, because it's a loss. It's a serious, difficult loss. This is kind of like getting hung out to dry. You know, it's going to need to be investigated. I asked about them trying to recuperate the funds. There's some serious nervousness or corruption in regards to a choice or an election by the GOP. And then there looks like there's a new journey. So perhaps once the GOP is out, gone, perhaps they vote the GOP out and the GOP becomes a minority. That may be one step forward, perhaps to get a new administration in there to get help to investigate this. We know that this is at the state level, not so much the federal level, but it looks like there's going to be some very difficult investigations coming up because there's a serious loss. I'm not seeing any money cards, though, at all. We didn't get the fish. So it looks like they're going to have to vote out the GOP, make them small, make them into a minority, make them move along, and then this happens up here. Let me see what other questions I have. And so I went ahead and asked if they are going to have to file suit to get the money back. We have the bear, the ring, and the cross. This could be Trump or someone in a position of authority that made a promise that they're having a hard time keeping. If this is in regards to financing, like big finance, that it's difficult. It's a very difficult financial contract here. Well, you know, Trump never pays his debts, so there's that. This could be financial debt as well, that way, and they're going to be burdened with it and stuck with the bill. I asked what would be the outcome of the lawsuit. We got the fox, the house, the coffin, the lilies, and the, what do you call it, heart. The investigations perhaps into the family end, or this could be investigations into property, and property gets shut down. And then there's some sort of peaceful respite here, like a happy ending, but it looks like it takes a while though with the lilies. This is going to take a while. So this can be in regards to from the earlier reading when the GOP gets made small and they leave, and we get perhaps open up new investigations when the new administration comes in. It looks like this could be properties that are confiscated, properties that get foreclosed here. So this could be an investigation that leads to foreclosures of properties here. But it's going to take a while, because this person, it's like they're stuck with the financial debt from this guy. Whether that's Trump, who made a promise that, you know, he didn't keep. So there you go. Let me see what other questions I have, and I'll be back. Everyone, I wanted to see, I pulled a one card yes or no up there with the bouquet. I wanted to see if there was going to be any consequence coming up for William Barr weaponizing the Justice Department to aid Trump. I asked a yes or no, and I just wanted one card. I pulled the bouquet. That's a positive. And then I pulled a double line of 7 to get some more detail on what the consequences were going to be. So we have the moon, the lilies, the garden, the key, the fish, the cross, the heart. And then down here, we're seeing the dog, the book, the anchor, the sun, the whip, the fox, and the clover. We can see here that his reputation within a conservative society, a conservative organization, perhaps this is in regards to the GOP here. There's something really significant that's going to be quite burdensome, not only to his reputation, but also is going to prove to be burdensome on his money here. It looks like there may be some sort of a financial fine that he has to pay. I'm not seeing the letter or the site, so I can't say that his license is cut or revoked. But we are seeing down here that there's some money laundering, an investigation here. investigations into money laundering, perhaps some sort of fraudulent investigation for an opportunity here in regards to highlight someone's career, and then partnership with an advisor here, a loyalist. There's some significant secrets that are going to be investigated, securing money and then abusing a community or a neighborhood here. And then there's some serious punishment right here and here. Very, very troublesome burden and punishment here once they start investigating him. But like I said, I'm not seeing the letter in the scythe, so I can't say that his license gets cut. It just looks like he's going to perhaps have some sort of fine coming up, and some very burdensome investigation. Perhaps he's subject. This may be that he is the target here with the key and the fox. He may eventually become the target of an investigation here. He's going to have perhaps a mark on him. And by a mark, I mean, you know, he's going to be the target. This could be abusing the investigators for opportunity here, but it's a false opportunity. It's all fake. It's all manufactured to present someone as favorable. But it looks like, yeah, perhaps some sort of financial burden, some money laundering here, the target of an investigation, and some serious punishment. Okay, I'm going to drop that off here, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Okay, everyone, I'm over here watching the news of, I'm watching Ari Melber, and it seems like the more people that come in, the more people get Gordon Sondland caught up in a lie. So I kind of wanted to ask what was going to be the consequences for Gordon Sondland lying to the Congress. And we have the storks, the book, the stars, the bear, the key, the sun, and the fox. And then on the second row, we're seeing the garden, the dog, the bouquet, the ship, the mountain, the whip, and the clover. So it looks like he's kept some secrets here. He's an advisor to this person. He's an assistant to this person. He's in a supporting role to a person in a position of authority. But he's been keeping secrets. He hasn't exactly told everything. He's keeping some stuff close to his vest. There is something that was transferred in secret here. A change or a transfer. This could quite literally be like that secret server that they have, where this person has been keeping all the evidence. That is going to be investigated. Here for Gordon Sondland, we can see that he's part of an organization. Here is the gifts that were supposed to be delivered overseas that were blocked. And the repetitive obstacle here that got cleared up. And the only reason it was cleared up, it was because of the whistleblower that led to the investigations. We can see here that they're going to have significant evidence of an obstruction from this guy and that guy. So Gordon Sondland and Trump. And it looks like he's going to be facing a serious obstacle and perhaps some sort of a punishment. And it looks like he will be investigated. I don't know when. It ends here with the clover. That's something that is soon. It's not very, it's very quick acting. So I don't know if they're going to open up an investigation into this guy soon for lying to Congress, because it doesn't really show that he gets away with everything. Because here we can see a block, some sort of an abuse, and then there's like a temporary like relief from it. This here with the key knighting over to the clover, that could be like a stroke of luck, a really important opportunity, a significant opportunity. This could also be in regards to just kind of stumbling upon evidence here. But there's evidence of obstruction, evidence of abuse, and evidence of something chronic. Whatever blocks the people within the administration have been putting up as a defense to hide and keep things secret, that gets cleared up. So eventually everything comes to light, but it looks like he will be facing some sort of punishment here. They're going to turn the heat up on him this way. There's something really important going on here for Sondland that may be discovered that perhaps has to do with energy or electricity here, with the key, the sun, and the what is this, the fox, that may need to be investigated. Perhaps something that's going on within an organization, but there's something really important here going on with energy, not necessarily money. The only finance card we have here is the bear, financing from overseas or a foreign power here, or the president going overseas, or a president taking a trip. This person has been abusing, or will be fighting, will be critical. But if this is in regards to the server, something secret that has technology, that looks like it gets investigated down the road a little bit, perhaps. And they find a lot of suspicious stuff, and then that's when it's going to raise issues for him. But it looks like it looks like there's going to be some sort of a delay for punishment, but then it comes in. It may be light because of the clovers here. It may be something like very, very light. I'm not seeing the fish here, so I can't say that he'll be like fined, financially, something to do with money. I'm not seeing that. It just looks like it's going to take a little bit for this to get resolved, but whatever punishment he does receive looks like it may be light, even though he directly participated in this whole scheme. Investigating the obstruction, what was brought to light in regards to withholding the aid from from the relief aid overseas. But there's something important going on here with him in regards to something to do with energy. I don't know if that's oil or what. Yeah, but it's going to be a little while before he gets punished. Because of the mountain. You don't get over the mountain very quickly. That takes a little bit of time to get around. So it may be a little while before there's some sort of backlash or problems that come in for him. But whatever problem it is, it's only... If this is like some sort of significant punishment, it looks like it may be brief, And what I mean by brief, I mean brief is in regards to the totality of everything that's going on. Even though he did participate, it may be brief. Okay, so I'm going to wrap that up here. I'm going to finish watching the news. Thank you for all of the comments in that post that I made, and I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.